Hi, this is Mike Shore, and this is another tutorial on how to get started with programming in C++. In this tutorial, I'm going to look at exercise 14 in chapter 6 of our Diane Zak book. This is a very simple problem that'll use the if structure to quite an advantage to calculate the commission that a sales force will receive. So the problem states the owner of Harry's Car Sales pays each salesperson a commission based on his or her monthly sales. The sales ranges and corresponding commission rates are given in a table. Basically, it's every $10,000 above $20,000, and the commission rate goes up by 1%. So what I'm going to start off doing here is creating a new project, and I'm going to create our standard Win32 console application. I'm going to call, this is one of the introductory problems, so I'm going to call it, like the book suggests, Introductory 14. And I'm going to create this in my SGD 151 projects folder, and I'm going to leave the Create Directory Solution checked, and then click OK. It is a console app, so we leave that alone, and we're going to uncheck the precompiled header. And finish. Now for this exercise, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to get rid of our automatically calculated T main, and I'm going to go up here and include our normal I/O stream because we're going to be interacting with the user. And I'm also going to do the using namespace standard. But here's where I'm going to differ a little bit. I'm going to create a block at the top of this program file that is going to be a big, long comment that's going to actually be my IPO. So this is going to be my input, processing, and output, just to speed things up. So for the input, I'm going to put the sales from a particular salesman and his commission. I don't need to do any processing, but I'm going to list this as none, because we don't need to do anything. And output is going to be commission. And then the processing is going to be pretty straightforward, our algorithm. First, we're going to do a cout cin and retrieve our sales amount. And then we're going to use an if-else structure to compare the sales amount with our brackets or cutoffs. And then finally, output commission. Pretty straightforward, other than implementing the brackets to make this happen. Notice that the comment is now surrounding our entire IPO that we created, and it's in green. That just indicates that we have a comment. So I'm going to go ahead and create my main loop, my main control structure. Again, putting my curly braces in there. First off, we need to create some variables, right? That's our normal process. So I'm going to create a double value sales, because again, this can be dollars and cents. So we need to make sure we take care of that. We also need a commission amount, which will be based on that, so that will also be a double. Oops. So that's our first, those are the only two things we need as far as variables. Okay, first thing we need to do is input sales amount. And I just like to put little comments along the way just so I remember exactly what we're doing. So first thing I'm going to do is do a C out, enter sales amount, leave a space, semicolon, and then CN sales. Now we just need to do our calculation of commission. Notice that if we sell less than 0, our commission will be 0, obviously. So one of the things we need to do, I'm going to go ahead and initialize. One thing I didn't do on my variables was initialize them. So I'm going to go ahead and set my commission to 0. That way I don't have to worry about the situation where the sales are less than 0. Okay, starting off, if sales are greater than 0, and I'm going to have a double equality to start off with, and sales are less than or equal to 19,999.99. Then commission equals sales times 4%, or 0.04. And that's all I need to do. Notice I'm not using curly brackets. So this takes care of both sides of that first bracket. And then we just need to work our way down and always asking for sales greater than, I'm going to use, since I'm not going to use equal to, I'm going to just use greater than. It's the last bracket. That would be anything 20,000 and up to $29,999.99. And again, we have to close this with a double paren and calculate the commission. Else if sales. Actually, what I'm going to do here is do some normal programmer stuff, and I'm going to just copy this a couple more times. And then just go in and modify the numbers. That's 2, and this would be 39,000. And then this one would be 39,000. Oops. I just realized this should be 99, 99, 99. Okay. And this one should be 49. And then finally, else if sales are greater than 49,999.99, commission equals sales times 0.09, and we got to go back and make sure we got all these correct. So that's 0.606. That's 0.07. Okay, so there's our entire structure. Now we just need to do outputting of the commission. So we do a cout commission with a space and a $sign, the variable commission, and polish it off with an end L just to make sure we get some spacing. And do a control save. That's all fine and good. Do a control F5 to run our application. I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to give it a value of 51,000, and it's going to calculate 4590, which is about, yeah, that should be right because we're doing 9%. And then do a control F5 and do a minus number, minus 100, and we should come back with a 0, which we do. So our application is working correctly, and we're done.